What is good, traders? Welcome back. Welcome back on a Sunday Focus. As every single Sunday, we will be preparing for the next 5 days of trading. So I will show you some key levels. I will show you some important news that you need to know about. And I will walk you through the chart, what is happening here right now, and what to expect from the three main pairs that I always trade, which is EU, gold, and Bitcoin. This week, I was longing the CPI result. The month-to-month core, the prediction was, or the forecast was 0.3. The result was 0.2. I was looking for 0.2. It played out absolutely perfectly. So that was a decent long position. And yes, that's about it for the intro. One important thing that I gotta tell you, and one important thing that is gonna keep you on a stream, and that is that I will be giving another 2 10K challenges today on Sunday Focus. Once again, the same approach as last Thursday. Listen carefully, and I will ask you some question. If you answer correctly, I will give you 1 10K challenge. So that's about it for the intro. Hopefully it's clear to everyone. I know that a lot of you are here today for just the 10K challenge. Okay, fair enough. But in order to pass it, you need to be having a plan. So that's why I'm here today. I will be showing you my plan and we will be doing a plan together. So if you will eventually win the 10K challenge, listen carefully now, because this plan is going to help you a lot in passing the verification phase or the evaluation phase. All right, so that's about it for the start. Let's just jump into it. EU. That's going to be the pair number 1 that we will start with. Why? Well, personally, I'm expecting higher on euro-dollar chart. I'm expecting dollar to continue lower. Simply said, DXY making a new low. Where could we potentially target? I'm definitely looking for filling this whole wick. That is important to be filled, to get filled. And I don't think that we will reverse before filling this zone right here, which obviously gives you an idea, or how to say, probability that the EU will continue higher. A few things that we will start with. Number 1 is this liquidity sweep that we got on Friday, I believe, which was at 7 a.m. You know, not really perfect timing, because usually I don't trade around 7 a.m. But it played out. I was shorting. I closed the trade before the news. On Friday, we got unemployment claims. So I closed the trade in break even, unfortunately, in the end, because the unemployment claims moved with the price higher again. We got a bounce from this demand. That was a clear level. We bounced from it absolutely perfectly. What is happening here right now, though? This was the local supply that was rejecting the EU price. We got rejected. But what I'm always saying is you need to see liquidity sweep. No liquidity sweep here. This was a high probability statement that the price will actually continue higher. And before the close, we filled this fair value gap and we actually continued higher. But let's start on 4-hour time frame. That's going to be a bit more important, because right now I'm paying attention to this big supply. That is going to be a huge resistance on EU chart. Still untapped. So this is the level number 1 that I'm being aware of. Be aware of this level. It's going to be very, very, very important. Daily chart right here, already inside this big supply. Important thing that needs to be mentioned is that this supply is mitigated already from here. Overall, I believe that EU could actually continue up to around 1094, 1095, potentially sweep this huge liquidity that is above this high, and then potentially continue lower. But my simple plan on EU, it's always about keeping it as simple as possible while the plan's still being effective, which in this case for me, what I'm going to be doing here is that I will be paying attention to this supply and this small fair value gap that I believe is still untapped, or unfilled, should we say. Partially filled, not completely. But I would be looking up to around here with the liquidity sweep before first potential reversal on EU chart. One thing that I realize now, we got a holiday on Friday previous week or like this week in Czech Republic, and I wasn't trading on Friday. So what I realized, unemployment claims were actually on Thursday, not Friday. That's, I thought that Thursday was the end of the week. It wasn't, it was the Friday, but I wasn't touching the chart at all. Anyways, the problem is like this supply is very, very strong in my opinion. The problem is that there is not really any liquidity to be swept. That's why I'm still looking higher. That's why I believe before getting any, big reversal, we should go and sweep this liquidity above the high that is here. So what we need to do, or what needs to be done, we don't really have any structure here. It's quite easy to do one. So we will start with the break of a structure. The BOS is going to be around here, 107.5.7. This is going to be the strong low on a chart. The week high cannot really be marked yet here. No. I'm waiting at least for a 382 Fibonacci level to be hit. Which in this case, we are still quite far away. All right, cool. So we get quite clear levels, I believe. Strong low, break of a structure. The week high cannot be classed yet because we don't know where's the level gonna be. This is gonna be an internal low right here. Internal high, kind of the same story. This was an IBOS, internal break of a structure. Potentially, I'm not even marking it out. It's not that much important. All right, cool. So strong low, BOS, internal low, internal high is going to be formed. Yeah, simply said, this level it's a great level, but I'm really looking for just the liquidity sweep above and then potentially taking a short, very risky, going against the trend. Definitely better to wait for retracement and take a long. But overall, you need to sweep this high just because of the liquidity. I don't really see a lot of liquidity inside here. Potentially, one could say this could be a little pool of liquidity. Kind of fair enough, but personally, I would be waiting for that overall high to be swept. That is my plan on EU chart. All right, so let's go down to the 15-minute and let's try to find some potential entry. Personally, I see a lot of liquidity below this consolidation zone that is here. So basically, the local liquidity could be sitting around here below these lows. I think it's going to be also lining up with a 618 and a 66 Fibonacci level. The demand, partially filled, but not really perfect at all. If we pull the Fib, it's exactly the 618 and a 66. What would be needed on EU chart if we want to pay attention to this level actually is that we can't go higher because then it's going to be invalidating the 618 and a 66 idea. But I can take the trade even without it. It just adds another level of confluence. I believe that this is also a naked point of control. Yeah, we should be going inside this zone and potentially taking a long out of this right here. So this is a buying zone for me. We'll see how it goes. We swept the liquidity. I don't really see a big reason why we should continue lower. We definitely can. So keep that in mind. This is going to be the plan on EU chart. Right, cool. Let's continue to Bitcoin. BTC. This was a very straightforward plan, very, very easy plan, should we say. We bounced perfectly from these two zones on Tuesday, and we swept the liquidity even. That was the easiest trade of the week, probably. I wasn't on a chart, so I wasn't taking this trade, but I gave you the exact plan from A to Z on a previous Sunday Focus. Like, I'm giving you the exact trades. In the end, it's really all about listening and, paying attention to what I'm saying. But it's always better to create your own plan, but if you are completely lost, then you can use mine. Internal low, that's gonna be moving to here. We are really playing the range on Bitcoin now. Should we go to the 15-minute or should we go to the 4-hour? On 4-hour, the reason why I'm asking is that I don't really see any clear level here. We currently bounce from this demand that was formed right here. I personally believe this huge wick is gonna get filled. It's usually like this, that these wicks are being filled quite a lot, quite often. But anyways, local liquidity is definitely sitting above the local highs here. That is quite clear. What we want to do is we want to analyze two ranges. Usually, I'm just pulling this on a exo charts, just to give you the visual idea what I'm gonna do on the exo. Is we are just pulling a range from here like this. This is the value area, and we also gonna pull this range right here. I'm paying attention to the CVD because on a CVD with the open interest, you can actually see what side is being more aggressive, what side is stepping into longs, into shorts, and what side is more likely to get liquidated. That's why I'm using the measure tool. So let's go to the 1 hour. Let's go to the 1 hour and we'll see what are the numbers here. Let's pull it from exactly this point. Sorry, guys. I mean the measure tool, not the profile tool. All right, so the open interest is actually going down. So in this case, the weekend range. Okay, so we are actually getting more longs into the chart stepping in, which gives us a probability that the price will go down again to sweep the local liquidity. If I'll show you the net longs. So the open interest, we see that over the weekend we got some traders stepping in. But you can see it much better here, on the NL. We started getting from around negative 31.5 mil to around 18 million positive. A lot of long stepping in. Yeah. So that's about it. The plan. Sweeping the liquidity, potentially targeting lower. That would be the number one idea that I would have on a BTC chart. Obviously, it's all about getting the right confirmation, which is going to be the trapped value area. Guys, let's play a game. Let's play a game. What is the plan on EU? What is the overall plan on EU? The one that's going to answer correctly is going to win the 10K challenge. I'm going to pick a random guy that is going to answer or that answered correctly. Let's do it right now. Let's go. All right, so I'm checking the comments. Long in demand zone, continue higher. Sell to buy, let's go. Coin a little up, then short. Liquidity sweep, and then up. I didn't say liquidity sweep, actually. And then up. So that liquidity sweep down is not really needed. A little down, then buy. Long, I'm bearish. Long in demand. Wait for retracement before going long. This is a correct answer. I'm waiting for retracement before going long. First, finally someone said it. So, not your business is gonna be the winner number one. What you need to do is just create a ticket on our Discord in Billions Club and send a screenshot that you are logged into this account. And I'm gonna contact my team. That you are the winner number one. And we still be waiting for a second winner. So guys, stay tuned and listen. Maybe I already talked about what I'm going to ask about. So stay tuned, stay tuned. Anyways, let's pay attention to the session profile. Do we really have anything important here? I don't think so, but it's going to be a bit better visible. We got plenty of liquidity sitting below 36,400. You see how these TPO profiles are developed around the one level? Like the lows are formed around one level. So below the one level, there's going to be plenty of stop losses sitting. That's, nothing is for sure, but there is really a high likelihood combining the net longs, combining the open interest, combining the TPO, the pool low. There's going to be plenty of liquidity sitting below 36,400. Yeah. All right, so the plan on Bitcoin is quite simple. We are looking for this high to be swept. Once it's swept, we are looking for a short position. Or I'm looking, do whatever you want, but BTC, potential short trade coming. All right, so that's about it. That's about it. So using the TPO profile on the session settings by spotting equal highs or equal lows of each Asia, London, and New York, that can give you a good idea that there's going to be plenty of liquidity sitting. Let's move on to gold. All right, so gold retraced to around 1925, swept the liquidity from low, swept the liquidity from here, and continued higher. If you guys remember, I was saying too long on last Sunday focus, which played out pretty well. That was a very good trade. If you took it, I did, and we got a really nice move to the upside. What is happening here now? Personally, I think that gold is more bearish, and we should see move down this week. Starting to hit these zones, the supply zones. So number 1, zone number 2. Liquidity is taken, liquidity is swept. That's very nice. This one is also swept. The thing that I don't like is that we got a quite strong reversal already. Let's go down to the 15-minute. Okay, so we are currently sweeping the LQ. Let's go down to the 5 on 15 minutes. It's not really visible. You know what? Let's go down to the 1. This is how you can refine the level to the exact point. Here in this case, it's really gonna be this 1 minute demand that is right here. I believe this is exactly the level from where we bounced. You see that now I don't really see it yet. If we're gonna extend it, you should be able to see it. Yeah, look at this. It's really all about, having the right knowledge and testing these things on a chart. Liquidity swept. I don't really believe, or I don't really think that we need to go down again on gold. What I believe, or what I'm looking for, is that we should go to around this point right here. And from this point, we could start taking a short trades. So simply said, you are looking for move into potentially the 618 and a 66. I'm not I don't use it that much, but I'm combining it with different knowledge that I have and different approach. And that gives me that there is plenty of liquidity from a local perspective here and there, which gives you a good probability that the price will go up, sweep the liquidity, and potentially start going down. Since the price already swept the liquidity from these lows, I would expect gold to actually continue higher from the open to around this level here, retrace and continue lower. That is the easiest and the clearest plan that I would have here. Okay, so the fair value gap is not tapped yet, but it's not really needed in my opinion. Let me just log in. We can continue with the fundamental analysis. Great. So we are in. Let's check the EU. Starting with a simple DXM, it's just like a dump money positioning, basically. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Like EU is more bullish still. If you look at the COT, which is the smart money positioning, then we see that in the EU we got 77,152. Yeah, we got more longs. I don't really like this on DXY though. Wasn't really expecting this, but if we check this, yeah, from the smart money positioning, we see the table of the history on EU basically. Sorry, Euro. What we see here is that we got the long change minus 88, so overall some closing of the longs, but we see the short change negative 1,843. So they are closing a lot of shorts on EU. While on USD, you see the negative 1,577 and the short change only negative 498. So obviously you need to be positioning yourself into short on dollar if you are looking for EU chart to go up. So in this case, even the big banks and institutions, they are looking higher. If you look at the news, and most importantly the events that we are looking for in the upcoming 5 days. We got a FOMC meeting minutes, and we got the home sales from October on Tuesday. On Wednesday, we got a crude oil inventories, and we got FOMC meeting minutes again. We are having a PMI, the S&P, on Friday, and on Thursday, do we have anything important? No. So for me, the most important days would be Wednesday and Tuesday, personally, on EU chart. If we look at gold, let's have a look at the DXM. Yeah, this would be give or take the same plan. Basically looking for a move up to sweep some of the shorts that we got here, and we'll see what happens after that. Yeah, it's gonna be the same about the news. Right, cool. So we are started with the plan. I think the plan is very, very clear. I think the plan is very simple. That's how it should be all the time. All right, so let's play a second game, second 10K challenge. I was very clear about this. How can you spot a liquidity on TPO profile? Using what approach will help you with liquidity? The first one that's going to answer correctly is going to win. So now it's about the time also. The first one wins. That is going to describe it to the detail. High volume, nope. CBD, nope. Wrong answers, guys. Fine gap, nope. Yeah, this is correct. The bottoms are at line. Yeah, it's different term that I would use, but when you have more highs, like equal highs and equal lows, basically. That's correct. So Daniel Bartak is the second winner of the 10K challenge. gonna type in your name. You got a plan, you know the plan, use it correctly, please. If you will use it correctly, you can pass the evaluation and you can become a Billions Club funded trader. All you got to do is now just contact the support on the Discord, create a ticket, and tell them that you win or you won the giveaway, and send the screenshot that you are logged into this Gmail account saying Daniel Bartok. Because some of you actually texted me the last Thursday and you guys used Photoshop and so on. Be fair. If you are fair in life, life will reverse it to you. All right, cool guys. This is it for today. Thank you so much for watching. You know the plan. Don't forget to join the Discord, because here I'm going to be talking about my plan every single day. And that's about it for today. Thank you so much for joining me, and see ya on the next live trading session.